Hello and welcome back, everybody. Today is going to mark the final lesson for the pool house project. So after you've completed what I'm going to be showing you today, you're going to be ready to submit your project for mark checkpoint number 2, which is the final mark checkpoint. We're also going to be quickly reviewing the assessment tool rubric for this as well and go over everything on there. So in the hub, the first thing you need to do, I'm already here, is find this file called architecture. I've just put this in here. It's a DIM file, so that means dimension. You are going to download it, and you are going to, it's going to end up in downloads. So what you can do is just slide it over to the desktop like this, so you know where to access it on your computer. And then we'll go back to my drawing. We are going to go to Express Tools and Import Style. So we have to browse to this. So I can hit architectural. I have two of these. So I'll pick this one and I will hit open. And we can keep existing style. That's fine. We'll hit OK and I should have it. Now to use it, we're going to tab over to annotate, go to our dimensions ribbon and hit this arrow, dimension style. Now, this is the style that I just imported. It doesn't list it as I named it. It gives you a numerical alpha sequence. So what you can do is rename it like that. And then right click and left click set current. And then hit close. Then you can zoom in to your right elevation and we can start running some dimensions vertically. So if I go back to Home tab, hit my linear dimension, I'm going to be snapping a dimension to the hidden endpoint of that wall all the way to the bottom, and I can pull a dimension out like this. Right? This dimension is going to have to be put on text. We don't have a dimension layer, but we're going to be using the same layer that we used to label the views and to identify the roof pitch. So we need to know the height of our wall, which is at least 8 feet in any build. We're going to be running a dimension here to show the extension of the foundation. We can also, we should do what I'm doing here is put the 8 inside and then just line up the architectural tick. Next, we're going to dimension the rest of the foundation wall from the grade level line endpoint to the top of the footing. Endpoint snap the dimension in line, and then lastly, the footing elevation height. Okay, so we're going to select these, put them on the text layer, and there we go, we have it. We only need to do this for one view. I'm not going to have you do it for every elevation because that's just too much. I mean, I did have you identify the roof at least in one spot on all the elevations, which is probably something that I didn't need to have you do. What we could do is select this, the roof pitch identification, and we could mirror it erase the source, no. And that would be good enough. And then we could actually just get rid of these other ones if you'd like. Okay. So if we switch over to our elevations, we have it. So we have our dimensioning included perfectly, and that's basically everything completed at this point. So that's all I have to do at the end to complete this project. So I'm happy with it, so I'm going to save it. I'm going to go back to the hub, and I'm going to take a look at the assessment tool. Okay, so how many criteria are we looking at? We've got elevations, we've got hatching, we've got alignment of the elevations, and paper space title blocks, which is 40 marks. So we have 4 elevations are drawn that include the foundation footings. Yes, we do. Pool house foundation wall was excavated 4 feet deep, and the footing is 6 inches deep. Foundation wall is shown 8 inches above grade, which is ground level. Roof has been connected to the top of the elevation wall properly. Well, I think all of that holds true from what we're seeing here in the previous lessons. Hatching. Exterior wall has the correct hatch shown for brick, stucco, or siding. You'd only have one of. At an appropriate scale, our scale that we're using is 1.5 scale. And the roof has the appropriate hatch shown ARR HSKE. Yes, it does. The roof scale is set for just 1. And then the scale for the stucco is 1.5. It's also the same for the brick pattern as well. And for the siding, I cannot remember, but we can always go back and watch an old video. Okay. X. I cannot hit escape. I'll end my video. Okay, alignment of elevations. All features of the elevations line up perfectly with their respective parent views. Floor plan, roof plan, windows, and door. I'm doing 10 random checks. I've already proven in another video that all of that lines up. Everything is perfect. Paper space title blocks. Paper space layout is included for elevations. Note, elevations include a double viewport stack set to an appropriate architectural scale. Yes, it does. 1/4 inch equals a square foot. Yours may be different, but it may be the same as mine. Title blocks are completely filled out properly and are centered. In my previous lesson, yes, this was shown to you. And architectural dimensioning of the elevation levels is included as per the elevation close-up example in the hub, and roof slope is identified on one view only. So, yes, all of that is done. I'm identifying the roof on one of the views. I ended up erasing it from the others, as you saw earlier. And this is ready to be handed in. It looks great. It's been a long run of videos to complete this project. Who knows, we may include a tutorial on fixing up someone's drawing. We'll see what the future holds, but the next video that I'm going to be posting will most likely cover the introduction to the culminating task for this course. So that is it for now. I bid you a goodbye until I talk to you next time. Thank you.